Hello guys. Today we have a simple lesson. I'll be showing you how to repair a dead laptop, any dead motherboard. Anyway, don't go anywhere, just stay tuned. But before we continue, you have to start from step number one, and I'm pretty sure you know the step number one, right? So let's go to step number one. Step number one, you press the subscribe button so that you will be updated, and stay tuned whenever we are uploading a new video, because these days I'm trying by all means to upload a video every single day, and I want to make sure that I give you the best and the best and the best and the best after best. Okay, let's go ahead. There's one thing I want you to learn and to remember always when you are repairing a dead motherboard. You need to be able to trace the 19 volts from the DC in jack. DC in jack is a port where you connect a charging cable. Okay. I have a schematic, so I'll open a schematic. Okay, anyway, let's start here. I have a board. Let me check, let me show you. There we go. This is a motherboard. So from here we have a board number. I want to show you the board number. There we go. This is a board number LA994P. This is the board number. You take this board number and you open the schematic. Let me show you the schematic. Let's go ahead. Let's check the schematic. It's easy. There we go. It's LA994P. So from here, let's start. Okay. Every time, let me repeat again, every time when you are dealing with a dead motherboard, you need to recognize this pattern always. That way you'll be able to trace your 19 volts. Go on this page where it says charger here every time. So what you do is you zoom in. Okay, these are your two MOSFETs, PQ101 and PQ103. And then this chip here, this is a charging chip, a charger chip. But these two are very important when dealing with a dead motherboard, because here you will have the 19 volts, and after the output you will have the input of the second MOSFET and have the output of the second MOSFET, of which is going to be 19 volts. From the 19 volts it's going to go straight to here to PR101, I mean PR103, of which is a current sensor. So let me repeat again. So on the current sensor, it's very easy. The current sensor, the PR103, it can sense how many watts or how much current the motherboard is withdrawing from the charger. Okay, and that thing again, if there's a problem on the board, it can sense. The current sensor can sense, and then it can disable one of the MOSFETs there, not to allow the 19 volts to go all over the motherboard. So current sensor, it's very important, and you have to check these two MOSFETs, PQ101 and PQ103, only for this specific board. Let me show you. Let's go back. So how do you trace those two MOSFETs? It's easy. You start here always. This is a DC in jack. You start from the DC in jack. After DC in jack, what do we have? We have RL1. Let's go and check on the schematic. I didn't see those RL1. Let me check. I hope you can see. I don't see those RL1. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's start here. We have PQ 103. PQ103, I showed you. I think it's the first MOSFET. Let's check. Okay, PQ103 is the second MOSFET, so we have to look for first MOSFET. The first MOSFET is PQ101. Okay, I made a mistake. Let me show you. Okay, there it is. Actually, it's like this. This is PQ101, and then the second MOSFET, this is smaller one there. This is PQ103. This is PQ103. This is PQ101. Now let's look for PR. You remember the current sensor, right? The current sensor was PR. There it says 103, PR103. They are even showing you. There's an error saying there. I hope you can see an error showing you, an arrow showing you there. This is PR103. So what you do is you take your multimeter, you check here. Here you will have the 19 volts. If you have 0 volts here, it's easy. You switch your multimeter into a continuity mode. You check for short to ground on this point. If there's no short to ground, you switch it back to 20 volts, and then you check how many volts you have on the output. Obviously it's gonna be 0. If you have 0 here, you check the input. If the input is not 0, maybe it's 19 or what, it's easy. You inject power on this side and see which part will get hot. If nothing is getting hot, and see if the port will turn on. If nothing is getting hot and the port turns on, then it's easy. You check one of the resistors here that controls the gate. Let's go back on the schematic. I want to show you everything. Okay, this is a schematic. Hope you can see these resistors, the one that I'm talking about. They're so important. They're very, very, very important. If you check, the first one is PR108, and you will have 4.12 kilo ohms, and on this one same thing as well. As you can see, the connectors with the not with the gates, but they work to generate power for gates, so that those gates will open. As you can see, AC drive, this MOSFET, they drive the AC. Okay, so you have to be very careful there. Check this resistors for 4.12 kilo ohms. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Okay, anyway, this is a pattern. Let me repeat again. This is a motherboard pattern. It's very, 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 very easy. This pattern will always be like this. Always. It's very, 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 very easy. Okay, so guys, I'm done with this board. I can even close the schematic for this one. Close current tab. Let's take it away. Okay, now I have the second board. Okay. On the second board, I'm gonna repeat the same thing. We have to check for a number. There is a number. You check for this number. This is a number. Where is it? This white number. Where is this white number? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is. It says NM-A471. I hope you can see NM1471. All right, so you do the same thing. You scroll down. Let's leave other things aside. Let's focus on the 19 volts. How you trace the 19 volts, guys. This is so easy to do. To repair that board is so easy. Okay, as you can see, it says charger there at the bottom, and then you zoom in there. This time we have to check. Let's see this MOSFET that they were using here. Okay, here they have PQ301 and PQ302. PQ301 and PQ302. So you remember the first step. Where do you start? It's easy again. You start from there. DC in jack. This is a DC in jack where you connect that charging port. You move on. I'll explain some other things. I will explain everything. This is a fuse. You should check for continuity on the fuse. There should be power 19 volts circulating from here to here. You follow the rail. It jumps from this jumper. After this jumper, it goes to PQ301 according to schematic. This is PQ301, and you can see as well it's PQ301. This is the first MOSFET. You will have 19 volts and have the 19 volts on the other side. You move on, you follow PQ302, the smaller MOSFET, and then you check the power. You will have 19 volts on this side and have the 19 volts on the other side. After a MOSFET, what do we have? I'm not sure if you can remember. We have this PR301, and this is the current sensor. The last thing you should check for 19 volts. This is the current sensor. Here you should have 19 volts. It's PR301. I hope you can see here on the schematic PR301. Okay, AC pin, AC in. Hope you can see, and it's always the same route, the same rule, the same rule. See, this is the current sensor. All right. I did explain this whole chip. If you want to learn about this whole chip, I did a video where I was explaining the charger section. But on this chapter today, I wanna show you and teach you how you trace the 19 volts, the main power rail. If the machine is not turning on, it's so simple. Okay, we are done with this board. We can move on and take the last board. This is gonna be my last board. Okay, I have another board here. On this board, you do the same thing. You check for the board number. Okay, here the board number is LAC771P. You go online, you look for that, you'll find that schematic. All right, I hope you can see I have the schematic here. So what you do, you scroll. I hope you can show me. Okay, there it is. It says, okay, this one doesn't say charger, but it says PQ. PQ is the charging chip. So what you do, you zoom in. It's always the same pattern. Here we have PQ201 and PQ202. So how do you check? Pretty sure you will remember. Let's go to our cam. I'm gonna repeat until you are tired. You start from the DC in check. This should be your DC in check. All right, you start here. This is a DC in check. Right, and then you follow the 19 volts. This is a fuse. After this fuse, you'll have 919 and have the coil. After this coil, it goes straight here. And then from here, this is the first MOSFET. You will have 19 volts and have the 19 on the output. If there's 0, it means there's a short somewhere. But this one won't be shorted. This one would be shorted. The short will be here, so it won't be able to jump on this other side. So that's why you have to check the last one, the last what do you call the last MOSFET. You will have 19 here, and here maybe we'll have 0. If there's 0 here, it means there's something wrong. Normally we have 19 on this side and 19 on the other side. Okay, after that you will have PR202, of which is the current sensor. We can go on the schematic and check. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yebo, PR202. Anyway guys, this is it. Okay, this is how you check the 19 volts. You start there always, but in fact you start from your charge. Let me just be honest, you check your charger first whether it's working or not. Anyway, stay tuned. I don't want to waste your time. Before you go, you know what to do, right? So what you do is very easy. Step number 1, you just press the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and then go on. Good night. After this, I'm tired, it's late, it's night, so yeah, sharp guys.